The insurance company made their top offer, but a jury came back with a verdict 12 times that amount. Hi, I'm Colin O'Donnell. I'm a trial attorney with Kalfus Nachman. I handle personal injury cases all across Virginia and North Carolina. Today I want to talk to you about that case and how we were able to obtain that verdict for our client. My client was a 16-year-old girl on her way home from basketball practice. She got onto the interstate to go home and she came upon a construction zone. She stopped her vehicle. She was stopped for about 30 seconds when all of a sudden from behind her she heard tires screeching and she was hit from behind at over 60 miles per hour. She was hit so hard that the back of her vehicle folded up like an accordion. She was hit so hard that she lost consciousness. She was in fact hit so hard that her basketball shoes, which were tied up above her ankles, not only came off her feet, but it ended up 30 feet down the road. And she sustained a concussion in that accident. And the insurance company said, we're responsible for that concussion. We're going to pay you for that. But as my client got better and got over her concussion symptoms, she started to try to get back to sports. Except at this time, it was a few months later, and it was softball season. She tried to start playing softball again. She tried to start moving laterally, and she just felt that something was not right. Something was not right with her left knee. So she went and got it checked out. And her doctor told her, you have a meniscus tear in your left knee. And she ultimately had to have surgery for that meniscus tear. So we went to the insurance company and we said, there's other injuries in this case. Her knee is injured as well. And the insurance company said, no way, we're not paying you for that knee injury. That didn't show up until months after the accident. They even hired a doctor who my client had never met, who was serving as an expert witness for the defense. He reviewed her medical records and came up with an opinion that the knee injury was in fact not related to the accident. And they made her a very poor offer. Rather than take that small offer, my client and I decided to take the case to trial. In doing so, we obtained the testimony of her surgeon. And her surgeon testified that it was his opinion that the knee injury was in fact related to the accident. It just didn't become symptomatic until months later when she tried to get back into sports. And we presented all this evidence to the jury. The jury deliberated and it came back with a verdict over 12 times what the insurance company had initially offered to settle her case. You might be wondering why I'm telling you this. I'm telling you this because you need an experienced trial attorney who's not only going to take your case to court, but is going to see it all the way through to verdict. And you probably have questions about this. And these are questions that I answer every single day. So pick up the phone and call me, Colin O'Donnell, at 888-847-8546. And thank you for watching.